welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it will be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from a knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Shotgun now from Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. That's another Cardinal. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You want to see more, but you want to see soar like to slow you down. Your body is out of the mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that
that early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Throwing again, Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but Well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And I know that last year in 2024, New York Jets fans were watching him and said, that's the guy we thought we were going to get. But he found his groove in Minnesota, finishing the top 5 in passing yards and touchdowns last year. Now in Seattle, ready to prove that last season was no fluke.
Now run, it's Kenneth Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Steps away to his left. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold. And now a fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Seattle.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throw out wide to Walker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In motion goes the tight end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Darnold. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
What a call there on 3rd down. They're expecting pressure, and it comes. But you tell your quarterback, you've got to be an actor here. Hold it for a beat, and then it's all you. And this is a great run to not only pick up the first, but take it all the way into the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico business, putting working on the phones. Either that or try to money.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right? The body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 46, here's second down and 2. To throw, it's Murray. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 3-yard line.
I think this was won by very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Darnold. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Up the middle, here's Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now second and 9. Sticking with Walker on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. Greg George deep for Arizona. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now the veteran workhorse, here's James Conner. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, that's what you're going to be manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Murray now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Horton. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
In motion, the tight end. From the 50, it's Darnold. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Darnold now to throw. And Walker has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Again, Darnold to the left side, catch made by Arroyo. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw is Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down.
1st down, Seahawks.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Darnold. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Walker. 19 yards to pick up there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Walker with another carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seattle.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Every time I start to believe
Murray going to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt, so he was clearly over the line.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Darnold from the gun. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. faking the give. Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets us to the 30-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Darnold to throw again. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and they're the scramble for the first.
First and goal, Seattle.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Darnold. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Derek Young, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. And no matter what the the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he is going to have a his first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Cardinals. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this will be stopped at the 44, and good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw, Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. To throw is Murray. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor.
That completion comes out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Now Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play call, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Wheeler. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up.
Darnold, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 14-10. A little under 50 seconds to go. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Back to throw. Open man here is Benson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's first and goal. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Seahawks 14.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Darnold. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And avoids the contact by sliding. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.